So here's the grand finale of making statement jewelry with what? Dry pasta. Let's get into it. Hey you guys, okay, good morning. So we are gonna go right to it because guess what? We have a full day of work that we have got to get done. So I already showed you how everything turned out so beautifully. It's all glossed up, glossed over. So I did glossing on the earring piece bases, painted the backs, left those plain, not plain, but matte. So really pretty. So now I'm gonna glue the little circular piece to the top here so that earring hangs and has some movement. And I have so many ideas swirling in my mind of what I want to do. So I'm trying to decide if I wanted to do it, sorry about that, this way, where it hangs here and then hangs here and then has, what you call it, like a post back, like a pierced earring. But I just think that I like the idea of it swinging that way. So then I'm trying to decide, would it be super cute this way and then let that piece hang on there? So I'm really not sure yet. Or should I glue it down in here? I really want to incorporate that feather somewhere on one of these earrings. So anywho, let's get that done first because that's the idea. But I do love movement, right? So I love my earrings to swing and flow about. And so look how, I'd already showed you how pretty everything turned out. So now we just need to determine and decide on the layout of how we want everything to look and how we want everything to flow. So I'm gonna set all of the components off to the side. So we're only working with one earring at a time. That should give me some clear thoughts. And oh my gosh, you guys, so I've been super busy with work. I have all my listings are under contract. God is great. My buyers are getting under contract finally, because I think the market is cool enough, I don't want to say a lot, but it's cool enough for people to be able to get homes finally. I think a lot of people dropped out of the running for looking for houses because they got frustrated. And then reference insurance, I've been super busy, but I have not finished studying for my health license. And because I believe that's where the residual income resides, I just set a goal today. I'm like, girl, you got to get that done. So my goal is to start back studying for that. Where I struggle the most in business is focus, right? So there's always so much to get done. And I shouldn't say focus. I don't struggle with focus. I'm really good at that. It's scheduling, right? That's where I need correction. That's where I need some growth and help. And I bought a book called Mastering Your Morning. Even though I'm not a morning person per se, I'm probably gonna have to become a morning person just so I can get more done. So that's what I'm working on, just to better myself and improve my chances for success. So remember, we had already set these up kind of in the last video that we were thinking about doing them this way. And because there's a gold stripe across the earring, I'm like, well, that's gonna get covered up if I do it that way. But I mean, that might be fine. But let's see. So that's really pretty, or we could do it up this way. Let the gold, I'm gonna turn it around so you can see it. Let the gold line that we have down there sort of shine through because it's really pretty. So I hate to completely just cover it up, but I also don't necessarily want the piece hanging off the edge because it is pasta. So, you know, it could break. So let's see. Oh, so many choices, so much to decide. And not only that, I have to think about the weight of the earring. So don't want the earring to be too heavy. So let's see if maybe we want to do some type of diagonal design. And you can skip past this part, you know, of course, not that you need me to tell you that, but you can always skip through the creative part. But I'm just trying to lay out different designs to see how I want to do it and what I want it to look like. Because again, I want it to incorporate the feather in here somehow while being conscious of the weight of the earring. Because these wood pieces are super light, so it's not like they're gonna overpower the weight of anything. So let's see. I think that's like too much going on in that earring if I do that, but let's see. But I like the black contrast to the brown. So that's kind of why I want to incorporate it on there. So let's get past this. I'm gonna go figure out how we're gonna lay it out, what design we're gonna choose. I'll take a picture and post it in here so you can see it, and then we'll come back and see what I decide to put together, just so we don't languish about with me going through the design technique. Okay, so I just showed you a picture of how we put them together, and so I have them laid out. I'll turn it around also so you can see it. So of course we probably won't get to use all of our pasta pieces, but nevertheless, ooh guys, it's so beautiful outside today. So too bad I can't work from outside because the flies and things be flying around. I'm like, oh. But anyway, oops, oopsie whoopsies, that happened. So anyway, you get the gist. That's how they're gonna look. I don't think they're gonna be too heavy. And guess what? Even if they are, we could change and add, like I showed you how to make a convertible clip-on pair earrings in another video. One of those videos. So you have to go back and watch it. And any paint touch-ups I need to do on the, what am I trying to say? On the pasta, I can do that after the earrings dry. So what I'm gonna glue on first are the feathers. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put some glue along the back. Make sure it stays down and stays in place. And of course, y'all know I use the E6000 glue, and I'm glad to be doing this while my husband's at work because he does not like the smell. And I am gonna probably try Gorilla Glue or something like that, or just a different kind of glue after this runs out, so I can see, you know, just how I like it. But what kind of glue do you use, those of you that make jewelry? Because so many of you have told me that you also got some extra glue on that I don't want. They told me that you make jewelry as well, so let me know what kind of glue you use. I'm not going to change anytime soon because you see I have a whole tube of this. I'm just curious as to what other people are using. So with these, I just want to make sure that they're on there straight. And then to glue on the macaroni noodles, I'm just going to touch the bottoms of them with the glue and just put them in place like we had them. And the way that we're able to do this design and set it up, which is pretty cool, is, and I'm doing the pasta on its side, is we won't be covering up the gold line, because I thought that was pretty cool. Like, we have it on there, let's at least let it show. So my plan was to sit that, I think, on its side, but I'm not sure I put the glue where I wanted it. That should be fine. So then what I'm gonna do is paint inside the design right there on the side that's showing. And hold on. Yeah, I got some glue where I didn't need on that one. And I'm gonna sit it down right there. So that's how they look. I think they look really pretty. So I'm gonna shift them around a little bit. And then what I'm gonna do is, like, the piece of pasta that's showing right there, I'm gonna put some paint in there and just add some additional touches to that. So that, or do I wanna turn it on its, I turned it on its side a little bit because I don't really want those points facing upwards, so look. Meaning I didn't want the open face side of the pasta showing, so that's how we did it. I think that's gonna be beautiful. So then we're gonna hang this piece there, and I'm either gonna do a post back here on the back of the earring, or I'm gonna glue another jump ring so that I can adhere the fishhook wire to it, because I really want that to have movement. So again, I'm gonna go and touch up after everything dries any additional paint I want to add to the pasta pieces, and anything I want to add, like to touch up the black if anything rubbed off while it was drying. Or it didn't dry in all the places. So let's sit that over there. We already got that one glued down, so now we want to make sure we glue this one in the same direction. So let's move it over here. Y'all, I was watching Nollywood movies last night, which are like Nigerian, movies. Those things are so funny. Not in a bad way at all. Like, I thought they were really good. I was like, I love how the Nigerian movies, they have like plot twists. Like, you get to the end and you're like, oh, I did not know that was the villain. Like, I did not know that was the bad person. I think I've watched two. One was called Rattlesnake. It was really good. And that one was actually really good. And then, I forget the name of the other one. But I like foreign films. Just a little fact about me. I don't mind sitting there reading the text, right? Because that, to me, I don't know, that's just what kind of makes it more interesting, that you have to sit there and read, because then you have to pay attention. My husband is always on his phone. I'm like, you are not watching the movie. And then he'll have the nerve to say, what happened? Nope, brother. You're going to have to go back and watch that, buddy. Oh, man, I turned it the wrong way, because that should be that way. So I'm going to have to pull this. Let me see if I can turn it around. See, that's how God don't like ugly. I was sitting there talking about my husband being on the phone. So let's see. Yes, it should go that way. So I'm gonna wipe the glue off right quick while I can, and then I'll fix that with some paint after it dries. Cool. So thank God it's not paint, cement, it's just paint, right? So let's sit that way. Make sure everything's straight, and then I think this one's, let's see. Make sure our pasta pieces are similar. Okay. Our dog is sitting underneath me under the chair. I wonder what he's doing. You taking a nap? What you doing, Bo? He's so cute. He's under my chair just sitting there. He needs a bath, or I would bring him on camera, but he is in really BATH, so we're not gonna do that. You gotta be talking about my dog on YouTube. Y'all know how people do. They be like, why did you bring your dirty dog on YouTube? Oh, Bo, I'm not talking about you behind your back. I mean, you're right there, but you know I love you, buddy. So I'm just getting some extra glue off right here. Super cutesy. So we're gonna sit those off to the side to dry. I need to get that little bit of extra glue off of there. Let me see. So you can just use the end of a brush or something like that. I don't have any more toothpicks. Or I could wait for it to dry and just mess with it then. So that's what we'll do. So these are gonna go sit off to the side to dry. And let's bring the other pair over. And then we'll work on adding the zhuzhats to that. Yes, that's a southern term for doodads. And whatsamajigs and whatsamacallits and all that other stuff we make up in the South. So here are the really pretty pieces that we put together for those. And we had done some polka dots. I'm not sure I like the polka dots though, so I'm not sure. I think I want to stick with clear pieces. Let's see. I'll take a picture, you can see it, and I'll turn them around. And I don't want them to be exactly the same either as the other pair we just made. So let me see how, maybe we can do that straight up and down. Let's see. Or, I'm just messing with designs. Again, you know, you can skip past this section. Kind of cute. Now I didn't do extra polka dot pieces, so we'd have to mix them up if we were going to use the polka dot pieces, because I only did 2 polka dots. Now I could go and add polka dots while these are sitting here drying together, so that's an option. Ooh, I could put these kind of up here to look like door knockers. Let's make sure we match them up. You know what I realized while I was sitting here? I need to go shopping for some shoes. I want to do some networking events. I'm not great at networking at all. You'd think I would be, right? Because I'm kind of outgoing, but you guys, I do not like networking, but I need to go and get some networking shoes. How about that? So let's see. I like those, but I kind of want to add, I don't like that plain blue one on there. And I do like this one. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I just decided I'm going to do a simple design because these are already, to me, you know, they're colorful already. So let's just keep them simple. So I'm going to do just a simple, make it look like door knockers. And again, you can go back and touch up any paint or glue after they dry. You can go back and get that off. So I don't want to mess with it too much. So let's just sit it down. And I basically want them to look like door knockers. Now I could add something else right there in the middle, like if I have any type of dots or anything like that, but I think those are just going to be really pretty, and they add dimension and give a really pretty element to it. I could also use gold earring findings if I wanted to do that, or some type of chain. So what I'm going to do is get the basic pieces on here first, and then from there I do have some extra glue that got on the base of the earring, but yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that. Let's just match them up, make sure they're matched in alignment. And then I could take the end of one of my paint brushes and try to just get off any excess. Now you don't want to use a napkin to do this, because then you could get like paper fringe and things like that. And see, by this being on the glossy part, I could also just go back over this with the dimensional magic and touch it up. So as best you can, just get off any extra glue that you see. But again, this would be better done with a toothpick. I would use the end of my brush, but let's do that if we can really see. Yeah, that worked. Because I don't really use this paintbrush, and I have two of these. So let's do that. That way you have less to go clean up afterwards. Oops. I don't know why I wanted to act like that. Sorry for being quiet. I'm focused. Focusly concentrating. Okay, so we got that one cleaned up. And I'm gonna sit these off to the side to dry. Look how pretty. So they're gonna hang down like that. I'm gonna press it down just to make sure we have good adhesion. One more little section of glue on the clean up. Because again, the more you can clean off now, the less you have to go back and do later. Unless you'll have to paint over later. Okay. Super cute. Excuse me, this glue is strong. So open the window. Pretty. So let's set those off to the side. And now the one pair we have left, so this is the green pair. Come out really pretty. Gloss. So now I do want to do some type of straight up and down design with the gold and the green, because I think that's really pretty. Well, I guess I can't use them on the same one only because I only have two of those. And again, I could even go if I wanted to and paint some more on the pasta. And let's see, we could create like a V pattern if we wanted to do that. Move this out of the way. But I don't want the pasta hanging off the edge because, you know, it could break. So we can turning. So I think this one's longer than this one, so I don't know if I can use it or not. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, I'll be back. Let me go figure this design out. Okay, so look how sweet they came out. I love those. So we're gonna sit these, everything off to the side. Well, I'm gonna let it dry right here on the paper, so I'm gonna bring the other ones back over. And I still have a lot of pasta pieces I didn't get to use. So of course, there's more pasta pieces I can use to make additional earrings. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see these, and then while they're drying, and what I thought about doing now that I've done those is paint some pieces to go up here to give the these, you know, some more interest. So that's probably what I'm gonna do, is take a few, like I have some of these little teardrop shapes, which I think will be really cute for the circular pair. So I'm gonna make them a little top, like an accent to go up there, and then I'm gonna do one for here. So for these, I may do, I could do a circular piece, but what about an oval? That might be too small for the dimension of that. So let's see, because my wheels, these are turning. So while my creativity is in flow, we're just gonna go ahead and flow with it. So I think that that'll be perfect to do some circles there. And then I just think that even though that's a little smaller than this, I don't know, I like the idea of that. Let's see. I wish you were on here with me, then you could tell me. So let me see. That is like a little oblong piece, or teardrop. I kind of like the teardrop idea only because it reminds me of like an African mask type thing. So that's what I'm gonna do. While all of my little zhuzhats are drying off to the side, I'm gonna paint these pieces. I'm trying to think if there's a large one. Because again, you know, you don't want your earrings to be too heavy, but look. So it's not heavy, but I wonder if I add that. I kind of like the idea of the flow and the swing of that. And I like that it doesn't look so tiny compared to, I don't know, struggling with the idea. Let's see. I know you guys, but this is how you go through your design ideas, your design aesthetic. I think that's gonna be too much, because then I'd have to like feel like I gotta add something to take up all that space. So we're gonna stick with our original thought, was to give it some zhuzh. I don't want to add any pasta to that, but I do have tons of extra pasta pieces left. So let me go decide on what we're gonna paint these, let all this dry, and then we'll come back. But I'm gonna turn around so you can turn the camera around so you can see it. Look how beautiful. So I think they're coming out really pretty. And so now we're just adding more finishing details here and here, because once the design is complete, you know, you want to finish it all the way through. So that's what we're gonna do, and clean the thing. Okay, you guys, drum roll, please. Okay, so wait until you see how super cutesy they turned out. So I've already started pretty much putting the little jump rings and stuff in place, but I think they came out super cute. I love them, they're beautiful. So that's the base of how those came out, looking like door knockers. Everything's great. All the glue, y'all, that glue smell stayed in here forever. Lord bless it, tried to take us out. Just kidding. It was really strong. I'm like, E6000, I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. This is probably my favorite pair, but wait until you see. Let me turn them towards you guys. Wait until you see the little piece of components to put at the top, which I think are really nice. So really beautiful. I love how they turned out. And I'm sorry y'all, I'm acting like I have low energy today. I've already started dealing with insurance calls and real estate questions, which is fine. But I think it zapped my energy just a little bit, you know, because you're talking first thing in the morning. But hey, it's called a job, right? So look how cute, right? So look how pretty this is. So I think they are gonna be bourgeois. So I drilled all the holes in, glued all the components down. Really, really pretty. And now look at how the little teardrops turned out for that pair. So we're gonna put them together right quick and finish them up. So I don't think I ended up doing any of them as the fishhook hanging earrings. I just ended up doing them all as pierced because it just, I don't know, it just happened that way. I just noticed it when I showed them to you guys. So let's move them over here. But I think it came out beautiful. Really, really beautiful. So I was, I forgot what I was going to say. I think I was going to talk about the post backs on the earrings. So I was looking for my gold findings for my hooks and stuff, but I couldn't find them. So I ended up using silver instead. But I did a gold post on the back, which I don't think matters. I mean, I like that you can mix and match the colors, so it's fine. This one is trying to give me a bit of a fit. I think my coffee hadn't processed all the way. So I'm just opening up the jump ring. You just pull it away from yourself and then push it back towards. And look how beautiful that is. You guys, I'm seriously, like dry pasta earrings, like that is gonna be all the rage. Super cute. So pretty. I don't know, I might keep a pair for myself. I'm not sure which ones. I should have done a clip-on pair. I do have pierced ears, but sometimes I prefer to wear clip-ons or the fish hooks. I have long ear holes from wearing heavy earrings when I was younger. I'm like, that was a dumb idea. Ooh, let's not break the things before we even get them put together, right? So let's close it up, border up. Look how pretty. I'm sorry, somebody was giving me a phone call, but look how pretty that is. I love, 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 love those. So pretty. So let's sit those off to the side, and then we're gonna finish this pair up. I think I gotta go grab some jump rings. I thought I had them on the table. I'll be right back. Okay, so had to go grab me some more jump ringsies. So open that up, and then we're gonna, I may need to poke a hole through here because I noticed that when I put the not triple thick, the Mod Podge clear gloss, and I noticed also that this hole is a little far up, so I'm not sure. Ooh, I almost put my finger. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to drill this down lower. This one might not work out in my favor. Let's see. Because I didn't realize the hole for the jump ring was so high up. I might have done that one last night when I was sleepy and hungry. But let's see. So yeah, because it's kind of close, so I'm not sure that it's gonna fall properly if I don't add this. So let's see, I may have to add a couple of jump rings to get this one to do what I want it to do. But let's see. I'm just trying to be careful with the pasta because it is pasta, you know, so it could break. So me dropping it is not being helpful to it, is it? Whenever you use the Mod Podge Dimensional Magic, you may have to go through and re-drill your hole, and I didn't do that. So it's putting up a little bit of a ruckus. So let's see. You guys, I had such a great call this morning with a fellow insurance agent. I wanted like some business tips and just how they were successful their first year in insurance sales starting out. And they were so helpful to me. So yeah, I'm gonna need to add like a tiny jump ring in here, but I'll just do that off camera. I just want to show you what they look like as a design. I think they are incredibly beautiful. So let's set that there. So what I'm gonna do is add like a small jump ring in there. So, and what it'll do is it'll give it that swing and that sway without worrying about the front and the back twisting around and not doing properly for the way you want it to lay on the ear. So anytime you have the jump ring fighting, you just add another one. And that way, it'll give you the proper sway that you want. So let's put our jump on here. Close it up. I hope y'all are having a great Thursday. I can't believe it's almost Friday. I'm like, the weekend is almost here. Not that I don't work on Saturdays. I do. I set up my insurance appointments on Saturdays, so I do work on the weekends, but I don't really do real estate as much on the weekend as I used to. So look how pretty those are. They came out gorgeous. So let's set those to the side. And let's get these finished up. I don't think I'm gonna have to add another jump ring to these because it's so close to the end. And I really like how these came out looking like these super cute little teardrops. I think they are so pretty. I love those. So they have like a nice gloss. So I realized I didn't have enough jump rings. So let's go ahead and add these, and then that's gonna finish. Oh, duh. I said I wasn't gonna use that dip. Let's see how they do. I just think these came out so incredible. This is one of my most fun projects I've done because I didn't know how the dried pasta was gonna do or what the components were gonna look like. But you guys look how pretty those are. So pretty. So let's sit that one down there. So I didn't even need those extra jump rings. Boo, hiss. Go back over there. And now let's open these up. This one up. Oh, but I had a great call with this guy out of Louisiana. He was so giving with his information and his knowledge and his time, like literally. And I'm that way. Like I'm very giving with information about real estate. If people tell me, hey, I want to go into real estate, I want to invest, I want to do all these things. I'm so free with information because I feel like, you know, I'm only in competition with Garlinda. I'm not competing with anybody else, so it's not going to hurt me to be a blessing to someone else. And literally, he treated me the way I treat other people. I was like, God, you're so great, because he gave me just such valuable insight and information that I wouldn't have known by not talking to him. And so my prayer was like, Lord, you know, show me people I can communicate with and connect with for things I don't know in insurance so that I can be successful in this field and really move the business and the industry forward. So super excited. Again, if you need insurance, call me. I'm licensed in North Carolina. I'll get licensed in your state, trust me, it ain't no issue, right? But currently I'm licensed in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Florida, and Maryland. But it's nothing for me to get licensed in other states as well. I think the next 2 states I'm looking at are Texas and Illinois. But hey, I'm open. If you say, hey, my family and I need insurance, let me know. I'll just log online, file a license, and then write your policy. So anyway, look how gorgeous these turned out. I'm gonna turn them around, but I just want to show it up front one more time. Very, very pretty. I love it. Has a nice swing. This one has a beautiful swing. I can't tell which pair is my favorite. I'm not sure if it's the green pair or if it's this pair, because I really love how that black and brown is like a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a matte finish. I'm glad I didn't gloss up the pasta. I think that would have cheesed it out if it was black. And then this one, I just need to add another jump ring to, but they're all beautiful. I think they just came out so incredible. So listen, are you gonna make some pasta earrings or what? Or not, right? Of course you are. Go get you some dry pasta. You already know you got some in the cabinet. Go slap some paint on it. Make some earrings. Share your designs with me, and then stay tuned for the next video. I have no clue what we're gonna be making. I just know I have a ton of ideas. I keep them written down in a notebook, and as the Lord leads, we pop them out. So thank you. I hope you give this video a thumbs up, like it, subscribe to my channel. I'm Garlinda Price, and God bless you guys. I'll talk to you soon.